What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl, Gossip Girl, and today I want to talk to you about the vanishing of Gabby Petito. All right. First of all, I want to say, Brian Laundrie, you need to tell her family what's going on, what happened to her, and where she is, because she was with you. You are her fiance, or was her fiance, and you guys planned a trip to Yellowstone. She never made it, but you made it back home, and then you dropped the van off in Florida and hired yourself a lawyer, and you refused to talk to the parents. No. They deserve to know what happened. If you guys got into an altercation, say something. But see, you look guilty right now, and I think you did something to Gabby. I think you did something to Gabby, and you need to come clean. So that's what I want to say. So I want to give you guys a breakdown of their trip, okay? Gabby and Brian were engaged, and they planned a trip together to go to Yellowstone, right? Okay. So July 2nd, they left New York, right? Because they lived in Long Island. July 5th, they stopped at Kansas Monument Rocks. Okay. The next stop, number 3, the road trip tour of Colorado and Utah, during which cops investigated an altercation. So they had an altercation here, right? August 24th, Gabby last seen at Salt Lake City Hotel with her fiance. So on the 24th, she was last seen with her fiance at Salt Lake City Hotel. All right, number 5. A final call to family saying she was in Grand Teton National Park. So, okay, that was a call to the family on August 25th. Now, the next stop was supposed to be a planned trip to Yellowstone, but Gabby never made it there. Number 7, September 11th, Petito's mom contacts police to report her daughter missing. And number 8, September 11th, the couple's van was impounded by Florida police after Laundrie returned home without Gabby. 22-year-old Gabby Petito had been traveling with her boyfriend, or fiance, whatever you want to call him, Brian Laundrie, in their van before going missing in August. She was last seen on Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. Okay, so I just gave y'all a breakdown. Police have revealed they responded to an incident involving a 22-year-old van life woman, Gabby Petito, and her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, 2 weeks before she was last seen. I can't say much, but she's no longer with the van, Schmidt said of her daughter. I don't want to say anything more than that, but for people looking for her, I want them to look for her now, not look for the van anymore. So what the person is saying, what her mom is saying, she wants everyone to stop looking for the van because she's not with the van. Okay, the van was in Florida. Police impounded the van, but no Gabby. So where is she? Okay, so Schmidt told Daily Mail in an exclusive interview that on September 10th, she reached out to Brian and his mother, Roberta Laundrie, trying to reach her daughter after she had not heard from Gabby since August 25th. I text Brian's mom that I was trying to get in touch with Gabby. I also text Brian and got no replies. Okay, so now the mom knows she's going to cover up for her son, because it is no way in heck she doesn't know what happened. Okay? But I don't like how they playing this woman. Don't do that. You want to sit there and give her no reply when her daughter was with your son? Come on now, that's mad foul. That's mad foul. I knew something was wrong, she said. I felt something was off and I needed to get her reported missing immediately. She went to report Gabby missing later that day, but police initially blew her off. The next day, she was allowed to file a report with the Suffolk County Police Department. Brian's family have since refused to let authorities interview their son when the van that the couple had traveled in before she disappeared was seized from their property late on Saturday night. Oh, so you refusing authorities to interview your son. Okay. So you know what happened. You know it now. All right. See, when people act like that, instead of saying, listen, you got to make this right, tell the police what happened, talk to the girl's mother, but yet they trying to protect their son of whatever he done to Gabby. You know what? I want to punch them in their face. I swear. I just feel like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, promote violence, but stuff like that really get on my nerve because it's like, this lady is in pain. Her daughter is missing. She was last seen with your son. And in Utah, there was an altercation that described and involved 22-year-old Gabby. So where is Gabby? I hate when parents enable their kids. I really do. Nicole Schmidt of Long Island, New York, gave a teary-eyed interview to reporters in Bohemia on Monday afternoon about her daughter Gabby, who has been missing since August the 24th. Schmidt tells the Daily News, dailymail.com, that on September 10th, she texted Brian and his mother Roberta, trying to get in touch with Gabby, but neither replied. Schmidt said Brian's sister Cassie is the only member of Brian's family who has spoken to authorities. She says she can't understand why neither Brian nor his parents have reached out to her in the aftermath of her daughter's disappearance. It's a very mysterious situation. We don't understand why he's doing this. Everybody's assuming the worst and thinking he's guilty of this. But I don't want to believe that. I want to believe she's just in need of help out there and that everybody needs to keep searching. Nicole Schmidt described how Brian's parents have been warm and welcoming to Gabby during their relationship. She recalled a time when his mother even knitted her future daughter-in-law gifts for Christmas. Let me tell you something. People switch up real fast, honey. And you're seeing it right now. Folks switch up real fast. Real fast. She loved her like a daughter, so you thought, Nicole said. As far as I knew, they were all very caring and treated her like one of the family members. His mom was so excited about the engagement. The distraught mother also clarified that Gabby and Brian had been engaged but decided to call it off and go back to just dating because they felt they were too young for marriage. Okay, that's understandable. I think they kind of put that on hold just because they felt it was a little too fast. They were excited at first, but then they were like, let's just wait. We're very young. So they were really just boyfriend and girlfriend, she said. Now, I don't want to think the worst, but that's kind of mature of them to do that. But did he get rid of her to be with somebody else? You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way this guy is moving. I just don't. I don't like the way he's moving, and I don't want to think the worst about Gabby being out there, dead or whatever. Let's just say she needs some help, but it's not looking too good. And I hope I'm wrong, but it's not looking too good. And he is definitely looking funny. He is moving so funny. It's crazy. She said they've been a couple for a little over 2 years, but met growing up in Long Island. They went to high school together. They were friends. They got back in touch and started dating. In light of the disappearance, Nicole says she's now viewing everything under a new lens. Maybe the relationship wasn't what I thought. Honey, go in your daughter's room. Look for journals or a diary. Look for something. or something written down. Look for clues to see if anything that she wrote down about Brian and they had trouble in a relationship. Find something. So Laundrie's father, 62-year-old Christopher Laundrie, was seen mowing his lawn on Monday and refused to comment on his son's whereabouts. If they cared about her, they would want to find her, said Schmidt. Why aren't you helping finding her? They don't care. Let me tell you something. They do not care about your daughter. They do not care about Gabby, because if there was that loving and welcoming, mother and father-in-law type, they would be by your side trying to figure out what happened, or not even hiding Brian, or you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't be trying to cover for him. They'd be trying to find out what happened. But no, folks switch up real fast, and you see how they switched up on Gabby. Okay, they protecting their son. They don't care about nothing else but protecting Brian. That's what they care about. All they care about is protecting Brian. All that nice stuff, they treated her like family, is out the window. It's gone. It's gone. It's out the window. Because if they was really like that, they wouldn't be acting like this. I can't stand people who act. So to me, I feel like the way they acted towards Gabby was fake. It's fake. So, the Laundrie family home in Northport, Florida, where Brian Laundrie returned in the couple's van without Gabby after the trip. So his parents have a house out in Northport, Florida, and that's where Brian returned the van without Gabby. Nicole has recently seen pictures in the news of Brian's father performing yard work. If they really cared about her, they would want to help find her, she said. Why aren't you out here helping finding her? And I just told you why. I don't want to seem accusatory. No, accuse. You have the right to accuse everybody. Accuse the lawnmower if you have to. Accuse them. You have every right to accuse. Don't feel bad because you're accusing them. No, they acting funny. Accuse. It's confusing. My mind is turning right now. She's also questioning Brian's trip back to Florida in August to help his father move their things into a storage unit. She wonders why it was necessary to move Gabby's things during a road trip, and what became of her stuff. Where are her things? Yes, where are her things? Asked why Brian chose to lawyer up, she replied, I wish I knew that answer. Why? I know that's the reason this story is so sought after, is because it's odd. The police have said it's very odd. We don't know what's going on, and where's my daughter? I just want to find her. So Gabby's last Instagram post was on August 25th, showing that she had visit Ogden, Utah, with the caption of Happy Halloween. The pair were heading from Ogden to Yellowstone National Park. Wow, this is just crazy. This whole thing is crazy. This whole thing is crazy. And inside her van, she was doing van life, so she had a nice little van, all, hooked up inside and everything. So where's her stuff? Where's her stuff? Oh, so her mother says she was starting with a van life channel. That was the beginning. That was her very first video posted. That was the start of her whole YouTube journey. She just fell in love. She just fell in love with that lifestyle and wanted to take the journey. She was a free spirit. Everybody was jealous everyone was like, we want to do that too, but we all think we just have to get a job and go to school. But she was doing what we were all envious of. And I supported her on all of that. Even every once in a while, she needed help money-wise and stuff because it was a really expensive trip. I helped her out a little bit here and there, so did her father, but they were having a great time. She said she texted Gabby on August 27th and the 30th, but now she's isn't sure if her daughter was the one on the other end of the exchange because it wasn't verbal and she didn't share any photos of herself. She said it was just a text. I did not verbally speak to her. I can't say much, but she's no longer with that man. Yeah, homeboy did something. Something is not right because y'all plan out on a trip together. Y'all have issues in Utah, okay? But then you end up in Florida at your family's house with the van and without Gabby. Yeah, somebody's covering up something. Yep. Somebody is covering up something. And then the parents won't help out, looking for her father out there doing yard work. I hope a snake bite him on the ankle. Yeah, the family was all loving and nice to her before, but now that she's missing, they can't even say anything to her mom and her dad and her stepdad. You see how people switch up on you? I really hope nothing bad happened to her, but this is really strange how she just disappeared. And he knows something. He knows something, and so does his family, and they are protecting him. They're protecting him. And I hate when parents do that. If your child does something, make them take responsibility of it. Hold them accountable for what they've done. Don't sit there and cover up their garbage. Because now a mom doesn't have her daughter with her. And she's upset and she don't want to think the worst. But you return the van to your family's house in Florida. No phone call to the mother. No text back, no nothing. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Brian did something to her. He did. Something's not right. And we'll find out what it is. Everything will come out later on. Everything is going to come out later on. And I'm going to be watching this case very, very closely. All right, you guys. I done talked enough. And I'm pissed off with Brian with this whole mess. And I'm mad at his parents as well. So I'm going to go calm myself down. And I will talk to y'all later, okay? Let me know in the comment section, what do you think was going on here? How do you feel about this whole entire thing? What do you think is going on here? And I'll talk to you later.